Hello everyone. In this video, we'll walk you through the setting up keycloack for user authentication and generating token with the Express.js. We'll cover everything from running keycloack with Docker to configuring reams and clients and finally creating user registration and then login. So let's get started. So first thing is we have to create the Docker compose YAML file to set up the keycloack. Now I have created a directory in the C like keycloack docker and I already have the Docker compose file. I'm just pasting the Docker compose file here. Let's open this and see. So if we see, we do have the admin password and the login and also some port specified here. So let's open the command prompt now. And we are in the same directory path, keycloak docker, and we'll do the Docker compose up. So what this command will do is it will pull the key clock image and start the service on the port 28080, which we have specified in this Docker compose file. It will, it's loading all the files and it will run the key clock Docker image. So we can see it is running now. We can just check. We can open the Docker and we can see the key clock Docker. It's running here. To configure the key clock, we have to open the browser and this path. You can see the login page for the key clock. These are the details which we specified in the Docker compose file. You have to give the same username and password from the Docker compose file and click on sign in. Now we can see the reams here. We have the master ream and the users, clients, and everything over here. To start with, let's create a ream first. Click on the create ream and give some name called Nipuna. I'm giving the name as Nipuna and I'll click on the create. Now we can see the Nipuna ream got created here. Now under this ream, we'll create a client. So let's click on the clients here and create client. And the client type should be the OpenID Connect. We'll give some name for the client ID here. And even here we have to give some name. And we have to give some description. And click on next. And make sure that the client authentication is turned on and even the authorization. And it then the standard flow is ticked and click on next. You can see the root URL here. It should be localhost 3000. So we can save this. So then a client is saved now. If we click on the clients, we can see our new client created here. If we go to the credentials, we can see the client secret, which will be useful in the application for creating the endpoints and like in the endpoints in the Express. This will be useful in the code. So it's better to save it somewhere. Now we have got the ream and also the client created. Now we have to create the user and we can generate the token from the user, giving the user credentials. For creating the user and generating the token while login, we have two endpoints in the Express.js and our code is already running on port 3000. That's why we have given the uh, root URL as this with this port name. So my Express.js application is running on this port. So let's open the Postman and test this. And now if we open the users, we don't have any users here. Let's go to the Postman and I have given some credentials, username, email, first name, last name, and the password. And this is the URL and this is the post method. So if we click on the send, we have got the user created successfully. So let's open the UI and refresh the users. We can see the user got created here. We have one more endpoint for the login. So on login, we will get the authentication token, access token created on giving the correct username and password. So this is the URL and And here we can see in the request we are giving the username and password. If we click on the send, we can see the access token got generated here. So if we can see the access token here. If we give any of the credentials wrong, something like this, and we can see the error in the token, generating the token. So on giving the only the correct credentials, we can see the access token generated here. So now we have successfully set up the key clock for user authentication, and we have tested the user registration and login endpoints. I hope this tutorial will be helpful. Thank you.